Hey, what's up guys, Yusuf here from Techdroids and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. And in today's video I take you guys over a beastly $2,200 gaming PC build featuring the new RTX 2080Ti and the Intel i7-8700K. And in my opinion, this is just a beast. So with that being said, let's get started. So just like any other PC build video, I'll take you guys with the parts you need to build this PC, and towards the end we'll talk about the performance numbers, the benchmarks, and some future upgrades that you might want to do if you have some extra money to get better performance on this PC. Apart from that, all the parts that I mentioned in this video will be linked in the description to Amazon US, and those are affiliate links. So if you want to help the channel out and in turn help me make more videos, go ahead and buy from those. It helps the channel out. So with that being said, let's get started. Starting off with the CPU, we have the Intel Core i7-8700K. It's a 6-core 12-thread beast which is unlocked, so you can overclock it to get some extra performance. It has a base clock of 3.7 GHz and a boost of 4.7. It has Intel UHD graphics 630 with Intel Optane memory support. All this for only $339, and I think this is the best consumer grade CPU available for all types of multitasking, gaming or editing or whatever it comes to, because Intel is still the king. How's that CPU? We have the ASUS Prime Z370-A. It's a LG1151 ATX motherboard with DDR4, USB 3.1, HDMI, DVI, M.2 and also overclocking support, and in my opinion it just looks very good. For $164, this is not a bad deal. For RAM, we have 16 GB of CORSAIR VENGEANCELPX DDR4 at 3000 MHz. Pretty good deal. 2 sticks of 8 GB for $154, and this should get the job done as well. For some fast storage, we have the 250 GB WDBLUE SSD. Now this is SATA 3 and it will get you speeds up to 500 megabytes per second in read and write, and it comes in a very small form factor, so 2.5 inches. You can also add a M.2 drive in the future if you want to, but SATA SSDs are the way to go if you want to save some money and still get some really good speeds. For $70, this is not a bad deal at all. Now for mass storage, we have 2 TB of SEAGATE BARRACUDA at 7200 RPM, that 3.5 inch form factor and the reliability from SEAGATE for only $59.99. And they should be able to hold all your big files, your media library, your games, your music, your movies, and this will not run out of storage for some time now. To power this whole build up, we have the EVGA 750 watt GQ. This is 80 plus gold certified with a semi-modular design and a 5-year warranty for only $69. Now for the star of the show and the graphics card, we have the Nvidia GeForce RTX 2080Ti, the Founders Edition. If you find a third-party edition, go ahead and get one, but yeah, this has 11 GB of GDDR6 memory clocked at 1635 MHz overclock. So yeah, this is a factory overclock from Nvidia, and this no longer has a blower style fan. This is full-fledged graphics card, just like any other third-party card. It has that dual fan design. It has USB Type-C, HDMI and 3 display ports for $1,200. It is expensive and the third-party versions will be cheaper. They're not out yet, or at least they're not selling on Amazon.com, and this RTX 2080Ti, the Founders Edition, you can actually buy one. So yeah, if you have some extra money right now and if you're in need of a powerful PC, this is something that you should look into. And to wrap this whole build up, we have the FSP CMT510. Mouthful of a name, very weird, but this is a really good looking ATX mid-tower case. Gorgeous in my opinion, translucent, tempered glass side panels everywhere. 4 RGB plans, pre-included USB 3.0 and audio jacks. A lot of space for beefy graphics cards, beefy air coolers, liquid cooling, anything you want to add. For $99, this is a really good case. Now that's about it for the parts. Now let's talk about performance and some future upgrades. Performance, after looking at the specs, I think you can imagine what it'll be like. This is going to be an absolute beast, and with some future upgrades like memory and SSD, this will rock. This is a 4K gaming machine, this is a live streaming machine, and this will also be able to do anything you throw at it in terms of editing, rendering, 3D modeling workloads. In terms of gaming, I cannot actually give you any benchmarks right now because the RTX 2080Ti benchmarks are still not out. There are some, but they're leaked, so you can really not trust them. But trust me on this is going to be 20 to 35% faster than the GTX 1080 Ti, so maybe you can add up those FPS numbers. But yeah, this is going to be a really good machine nevertheless. Setting aside all that confusing technical shit that you didn't understand, it is going to be a beast. Now talking about the future upgrades, as I said, add more RAM, add memory to your heart's content, add a better SSD, maybe a M.2 or a NVMe should do the job. No need to upgrade anything else. The graphics card might not be needed to upgrade. You can add another one with the SLI configuration with the new NVLink bridge and stuff. That can also help, but you need to get into that. You need to learn deeper so you know that you're spending in the right thing, because 2 GPUs doesn't mean dual memory or dual performance. It depends, and it is only suitable for some specific applications. And apart from that, this is it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. All the links are below in the description, so if you want to buy anything and help the channel out, go ahead and check it out. Thumbs up on this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, hit the notification thingy so you don't miss out on anything else, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.